Live back on the CryptoJournals channel. Today I have 3 companies that I think you could benefit from when this metaverse really jumps up. So drop a like, subscribe, and let's get right into it.
Y'all know his name?
Alright, so a few months back when Zuckerberg changed his Facebook to Meta, it opened a lot of doors. It made a lot of noise about, what is the metaverse? When's it going to be here? And, so I thought to myself, on the crypto side, I invested in a lot, certain projects that I thought were going to be beneficial to when this metaverse really pops off. So I also thought to myself, all right, so I got the crypto side down. Now, what about the stock side? What about the companies that are going to benefit? So I wrote a list down. A few names I had was, of course, Meta, Facebook, Unity, Microsoft, Roblox, Disney. I wrote a nice size list, and I said to myself, I really don't want to invest individually in all of these, stock by stock. I don't want to invest individually. So I knew mutual funds was, like a basket of stocks together. So it cuts your risk down. And, it also gives dividends. Some of them give dividends, some of them don't. And, so then I ran, I was looking for which basket of stocks fits my preference of my list. So I found, looking for a mutual fund, I ran into ETFs. Now, I think ETFs are going to blow up this year. So I was looking at, to find an ETF, and, I ran across 3 good ones that I'm gonna tell you, and I'm gonna tell you by the end of this video. So also at this time right now, I also said to myself, there was a lot of, the prices were, everything was going high. Tech was high, and I said to myself, I don't even know if this is the right time to be investing in this, and this is months back. So I also said to myself, let's wait. Let's play the wait game, because right now everything is getting hit. We're on a really big dip right now in the stock market, crypto market. Could it be Fed's interest rate? Could it be, what's going on, Russia, Ukraine? You can list a lot of things, but for me, I think that there's no hard, real earnings for these companies yet with the metaverse. The pandemic came, technology stocks, went through the roof. I think tech stocks are, kind of selling off now from the pandemic. But I truly believe that, which I also told my friend at the time, that there's also some hype money in these stocks. They hear about the metaverse, they get, people start pouring in, but when you think about it from a company perspective, there's no real earnings. These companies like Meta just took a huge hit today. Facebook, because these companies that want to be involved in the metaverse, they're actually putting money up right now to position themselves, to get to when the actual metaverse hits. And we don't know when that is. We don't know. There's so many unknowns with the metaverse. So, these companies are actually laying out money right now to position themselves. So there's no earnings. So I said to myself, all right, so, when the earnings come out and they have to, post what's going on, most of them aren't going to have anything to show for. So I kind of think that's what's going on right now, with, of course, a variety of other things. But so right now, I think is a good time to buy. Could it go down more? Of course. Do your own research. I can't. You gotta always do your own research. I'm just giving you what I researched and my thoughts as usual. So the first project that I came across, the first company, is called, as you see on my screen, Round Hill Bull Metaverse ETF. Now, when I seen it, it was trading roughly, I'd say, maybe $15-16. And then now this is a new ETF. I'm talking about this just came out a few months back. So now myself, I'm in it. I want to take a chance on this metaverse. So I want to get into an ETF or something that has big growth. I really think so this is now trading at 12.42. The lowest I've seen it dipped under $12, I think, a few days ago. But so now I looked at this and I say I didn't know what it was. Of course, you have to look at the portfolio. What's behind this. So if you look at the full holdings of Round Hill Investments, it's pretty much everything that I wanted and more. I mean, you look at the list. You got Meta, you got Nvidia, you got Microsoft, Roblox, Unity. You got all these tech giants. You got the computer parts, you got the AMD, you got the, you have the gaming, gaming stocks. You have clothing stocks. Now, all of this is lined up to succeed in the metaverse. As I talked in previous, Activision, Nike. This is just what I was looking for. So again, there's other ones where you could definitely take a look and do your own research. But this was one where I said this covers really all my checks and more. So now the thing is with this one is, with this ETF, it's brand new. I mean, I think the growth for it, I think it has huge potential, to grow. Now again, this is for long term. I don't do the short term trading. I don't invest in something, sell it. I'm for long term. So I'm talking about I'm setting myself up for years down the road. This is all long term. Just want to get that across. So now this, if you go back, Round Hill Bull, the fees are pretty high to get in. I think it was 0.75. And it does not give dividends yet. Down the road, possibly. But for something that I want, I'm looking for something I want to take a chance on, and I really feel like this new ETF has tons of potential. So that comes up in number one. Number two is ARK Innovation ETF. Now, I mean, if anybody knows who Kathy Wood is, she's like the face of ETF technology. Like she really made a name for herself by predicting, prices of stocks like Tesla and Zoom. Like she made a big name for herself. So my theory with her is that, she knows the end of this. She knows what needs to succeed for the metaverse. And she's betting on herself. So, she really knows a lot when it comes to this. So, that kind of sold me with the ARK. Again, it has, let me see what's going on. ARK right now, 73.18. No dividends again for the ARK ETF, but again, I want to show you the holdings. Let me see if we go down. The holdings, it's, let me see. So again, Tesla, this is definitely a solid ETF. Unity, it has everything lined up. Coinbase, for the metaverse. So this came in at number 2. Now I think this also has, I think they all have potential. But I'm giving you my 3 most that I think. So ARK comes in at number 2. And for the third one, so now the third one is, I'm kind of giving, it's more of a steady one, where, like I'm trying to invest more in taking a risk, but there are, people that just want to, see dividends and, earn quarterly, which this gives quarterly dividends, Vanguard S&P 500 ETF, steady, Right now it's at 415. If you look at the chart, I mean the chart. I don't know if it had. Yeah, they do have no. The chart really, it took a little dip just recently because everything's getting hit. Everything's going down. But it's pretty paced for like somebody that's not looking. Just wants a steady. Doesn't want to go too low, too high. He wants to collect dividends. This is pretty solid for that. And this is more of a. Let me show you the holdings. Though it's more of a diverse portfolio, but also super solid. Like this is super solid. And that's it. Those are my three. Again, I'm gonna go over it again. We got Roundhill Investments, we got ARK, and we got Boo Vanguard. Now, again, do your own research, but when this metaverse takes off, could be years from now. I don't know when, but the markets are bleeding right now. So, this might be a great time to get in now, because this is such baby steps. Again, there's no earnings, there's no, we don't know too much, but everybody's trying to pour into this. Now, just again, do your own research. That's all I have for you today, and I'll see you next time.